Hello and welcome. This is Angie with CountryChicCottage.net. So if you're wearing face masks these days, you may be tired of that elastic over your ears, or you may have some nurse friends that are complaining about it. So I made an ear saver pattern that you can cut on the Cricut Maker. And we're actually going to cut this from plastic folders. So just those that you pick up at the dollar store, just a plastic heavy duty folder. Now, I have played around with this for hours, perfecting the design of the cut itself, as well as played with so many materials. So I wanted a material that was easily accessible, super inexpensive, but worked and held up great. And I found, seriously, the plastic folder was the best. And I tried a ton of different materials. I modified this design several different times to get it just right. And I think I finally found a winner. So let's first go to Cricut Design Space and let's look at uploading this SVG and how you actually cut the plastic folder on your Cricut machine. So first you'll need to import the SVG for the ear saver. Now I have a different video on how to upload SVG on various platforms, and I will link that in the description below. Once you have that uploaded, we're going to click Make It. Now I'm just cutting this material with the fine point blade, so you should be able to cut it with either your Maker or your Explore series. Here you'll put how many you want to make and click Apply. Now the folders I'm using are about a 9 by 11, and you can actually try to put so this is with 5 down, and then if you'll see a 6th one will actually hit that 9 mark. So depending on what size of folder you're using, you may be able to get 6 per folder side, and so you can do 6 on the front, 6 on the back, and then that will make 12 per folder. And we're going to click Continue. And then when it comes to the material, I actually like to set up a custom material for this, so click All Materials in the Material Settings. If you're using a Cricut Explorer, you can also get to this. You'll just need to put your dial on Custom. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see Add New Material. We're going to click that. And I'm actually going to call this Ear Saver, just so I know what it is and what I made it for. And we are going to make this all the way to the maximum, so 350, and we are going to make it cut 5 times. So 4 times worked for me with a brand new blade. 5 times worked best as my blade wore. Now, as your blade wears more, you can go in here and change this when you start having difficulty to 6 or 7 times. I'm going to save this material, and then we can close out this window. And now, when we connect our Maker, from now on, we don't have to go through that. We can just click Browse on Materials, and we can search for ear, and we can see that ear saver material we just set up, and we'll click Done. Now it asks us to put the fine point blade in clamp B, press the load and unload button to cut our project. So now to cut these folders. So the first thing I did on this one is I cut it in half, so it would be 2 halves, and this is the front. And then on this one we're actually going to take this sticker off the front, so we're left with just the front piece. And then this one has pockets, and we want to cut that out and just discard that, or you might be able just to cut like 1 or 2 ear savers from the pocket. I have not tried that yet. And then you'll be left with basically a sheet of plastic that you can cut on your Cricut. Now I use my Cricut Maker to cut these, but I'm just using the fine point blade. The Cricut Explorer would cut these as well. And what I like best was the strong grip mat. So these folders, they're slick and will move around on you. And so the first thing is, it doesn't matter which side. I'm going to put it just this side down, does not matter. And then you just want to put it on your strong grip mat and then press that down really, really well to get it to stick as well as possible. I had the best luck out of the strong grip mat. If you don't have a strong grip mat, like a new green mat would work at least for a while. But I definitely think the strong grip mat would be the best mat you could use. And then you just cut those ear savers from the material. Now, like I said, when I was showing in Cricut Design Space, as your blade wears, you may find that you need to increase the number of cuts. That's okay. Just increase them. Just be sure that you don't cut so far in that you're digging into that mat and ruining the mat. Otherwise, when your cut's done, you just pop these out of the plastic and you have ear savers ready to go. Protect those ears from that elastic on your face mask. So how do these work? So I have a mask here. I think everyone's seen like these masks made from a bandana and a couple of hair ties, and these drive my ears crazy. I can't stand anything around my ears. So the ear saver, it has all these different loops, so it's adjustable. So just depending on how worn out the elastic is in the mask, how big the elastic is, you can put it on the different loops. And you can put it on like as you put the mask on, but I kind of like to put it on at least one side before I actually put the mask on at all. And I just loop it into a pair of loops on one side. And then we can put the mask on, wrap this around with the ear saver attached. I'm trying to talk and put the mask on at the same time. And then loop the other elastic into the ear saver on the other side. Now I find this best to use with like your hair in a ponytail, but I find my hair does not like any mask, so all masks are better with the ponytail for me. You might find that different for you. And then you would just need to adjust it to where you want it on your head and where it feels good to you. And then you can increase or decrease the, your loop to get it tighter if you want it or looser if you want that. So an ear saver in the back, and then you can actually pull the mask down and let it hang instead of having to loop it around one ear. So you just let it hang by your neck and then pull it up when you're ready to pull it up. So ear savers. If you are tired of the masks around your ears, cut one too many for your friends and family or nurse friends with your Cricut machine, and plain plastic folders that you can easily access from the dollar store. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. So the SVG for this one, I'll actually link it in the comment section below. And then you can head to my blog, sign up, and get the free SVG file for the ear saver. If you have any questions about anything we've covered, any problems with the file itself, please drop those in the comment section below. If you love this video, please give us a thumbs up. Now, if you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We have Cricut videos all the time, and you don't want to miss any of those. So thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next week with another fun Cricut video. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.